Okay, so now onto the halfway back position in the full swing. So there's a few pointers we need to think about here, because this is a vital position, because this is where a few things can go wrong and then you have to compensate on that downswing. So it's really important to get this part of the backswing nailed, really. So we really want to get into a good position when we're halfway back. So we've spoken about getting into this position here. Now, from this initial takeaway position, you just want to make sure you continue your turn. So continue turning your back to target. So from here, you want to feel more weight on your right side. So we should be more 60% of our weight on our right side. You want to be feeling that your hips are turning as well. Allow that right hip to turn. If you need to straighten that right leg to get more hip turn, you can do so. I do prefer a slightly flexed right leg still. But if you're lacking in flexibility, then just allow that hip to turn, and you might need to straighten that leg to help more turn there. So we're turning here, we're allowing our right hip to turn, we're turning our back to target. Now, one really important pointer here is to make sure we stay in posture. Okay, don't come out of posture to help you get more turn. We have to stay in posture. If that means a slightly shorter swing, then so be it. We'll have a slightly shorter swing. At least you'll be consistent and a straight hitter at the ball. So we're turning our right hip, we're turning our shoulders, we're staying in posture. Okay, that's all about the rotation of our swing. So we're making sure we're turning right hip, turning our shoulders, turning our back to target. Okay, now the position of the shaft. Now, when we swing back, it's quite easy to go from here to then do what we call a flat swing. So then when we get to the top, we then again have to overcompensate, or we get to here, we get too steep. So then we've got to readjust our angles to then get back to the ball. So to be consistent, you want to have the same angles coming up and similar coming down. That's going to help you strike it more out the middle of the club. So here's a really good one. So we'll just grab a ball. If you hold onto an alignment stick and the club at the same time, then as you swing back, as you're hinging up, you want to try and get that alignment stick pointing directly behind the ball. That's going to put you in a really good position coming back. We did this in the short game series as well. So making sure we hinge up so that alignment stick points directly behind the ball. Keep repeating that move. Get in that position, get comfortable with that position. Now again, like we mentioned in the initial takeaway, we were keeping this long triangle between our arms. We're still doing that, okay, in this backswing. So my elbows are nice and close together. This right elbow starts to fold in slightly, but it's not tucked into the side. We're still creating nice amount of space there. So I just run through everything there again. So we're hinging up, okay, we're creating a nice amount of turn in our right hip. We're turning our back to the target, okay, hinging up, good turn, right hip turning our back to target there. Making sure, really important, making sure we stay in posture. Okay, so my spine angle hasn't really changed from setup to then turning back. We make sure we keep that throughout the whole of that backswing. It's really important we keep that throughout the whole of that backswing. So that's something really good to practice in your reflection. Just get into setup. Try and make sure your shoulders stay pointing down to the ball or towards the ball as you turn. You don't want to get those shoulders going flat. So keep those shoulders down to the ball. A really good thing to practice. Then get comfortable doing it with the golf club in your hands. Just feel that left shoulder pointing down towards that golf ball. That'll help you to stay in posture there. So that is the halfway back position. Now let's talk about going to the top of the swing.